What's going on? I'm getting ready to make a video for people who are getting ready to purchase a truck and not sure what to check on the truck. Now, I am not a mechanic. Okay, let me say that again. I am not a mechanic, but I think I did okay when I bought my truck. There's two major things that happened to this truck since I had it, and I still would buy this truck all over again. But the first thing I want to tell y'all, I'm just gonna jump in because the video might be long. But the first thing I wanted to share with y'all is to get the VIN number off your truck, okay? And type it in Google and see what comes up. Alright, so the first thing I checked on the truck was the tires, because if the tires are no good, I just left the truck alone. But these were pretty good. These were questionable, but I made it work, got it anyway. Another thing you want to look at are the brake pads. Okay, you want to make sure that these are thick and not thin. If they're thin, it's about time to get them replaced. You want to make sure there are no leaks on the ground. These right here are not for my truck, but those are the spots that you're looking for. Old spots or freshly new leaks. This is the oil pan. The red thing right there is the oil pan. You want to get like a car mat or something, get under the truck and look under there and make sure it's not damaged, leaking, stuff like that. So you want to look under the hood everywhere, of course. Make sure everything is intact. Make sure the hoses are not damaged. The tires, of course, up front, you want to check that. Some of the tires, if you're not paying attention, they slant, like it's smooth across and then it kind of slants inward. So you may need like a front end alignment, new tires or something like that. You want to pay attention to that. And how you know that you might need that is because when you drive, of course, it's going to shake. But yeah, this was another thing that I grabbed. And shake, make sure it was tight, not loose. The reservoir, the problem that I had with this truck, which was a major problem, was the coolant level was full. And when I took it like up the street, not far from the place where I drove it from, it was like 10 minutes away, came back and it was almost empty. That right there is a major problem. Leave the truck on the lot, okay? It's gonna cost you a lot of money. Check your oil, make sure it's light brown. If it's darker, I was told that it still may not be a problem, but this truck right here, the oil was light brown, which means that they changed the oil in the truck and all the good stuff. So I didn't have to worry about that. One thing I had to get replaced on this truck was the slack adjuster right here. This was busted, so I just told them to replace that for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Like, as far as everything that I checked under the hood, I'm sure there's a lot of other things that you can check. A lot of people sending their oil samples off and things like that. Now, another thing in the back of the truck, let me show you. I didn't do this, I didn't think of this, but I had a guy at it was a Love's, I think it was. He checked my truck out also, and he came back here to the differential and he took this off right here. He took that off and the oil started coming out of there, but what he was checking for was metal shavings. So that is something else that you know you can probably do, or have somebody to check out for you. Oh yeah, before you test drive the truck, you want to come under the hood, like I said earlier. Make sure everything is dry, and of course the ground, make sure all that is good, no leaks and all that. And when you come back after your test drive, check it again to make sure that there are no new leaks that you didn't see before. And then come to the back and look under the truck, make sure that there was no wet spots back here that could have came from under the hood. You want to check your gas tanks and everything, make sure they're good. I mean, just pretty much look the truck over, take your time, do not rush and get any type of truck. You want to check your tires down there, every tire, to make sure there are no oil seal leaks. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, of course, check this side, both sides of the truck, brake chambers, leaf springs, everything. You want to make sure everything is intact. Alright, y'all, so one of the things I did do after I came off the test drive, I listened for any air leaks or anything else that may have sounded funny. Alright, so inside the truck, I checked the, the gauges right here, these two gauges, to make sure that the air pressure builds correctly. So let's do that. Alright, so it's been a few moments later. As you can see, the air pressure built all the way up. And another thing was the mileage. I'm not sure how much or how many miles was on the truck when I first got it, but this is the mileage now. So the mileage is something that you might want to, I'm not sure what's good, what's bad. I'm not even going to get into detail. I'm just showing you what's on my truck. But me personally, I did have a set number that I wasn't going over, but again, that is a personal decision, that one that you will have to make yourself. The clutch, I got a 10-speed here, so some of the trucks was tight, like the clutches in the trucks was tight. I didn't want it to be too loose. The 12-volt plug-ins, you want to make sure they work. It's not a big deal. That's something that I would, even if it didn't work, I still would have got it. Of course, the AC, baby, we gotta have the AC and the heat. It gotta work. Otherwise, y'all can keep it or fix it. You gotta do something, but we gotta make that work. Alright, y'all, so that's pretty much everything that I checked on the truck. If you got anything you want to add, drop it in the comment section below. It will be appreciated. Thank y'all for watching and subscribing, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.